Okay, Fox and CNBC news services, this is one gripe that I've had for a long time. The amount of firms that we have in the United States of America that are small, and I know this is a terminology thing here, but you get up on your websites and you have a heading for small business. But the thing is, what is a small business? What do you classify as a small business? What I classify as a small business is probably gross sales of, maybe 1.5, maybe $2 million and down, and probably 20 employees are left. And that evidently that's what the SBA, they have a break from 1 to 19 employees. Listen to this now, 1 to 19 employees. They have 1 to 4 and 1 to 19 also, but from 1 to 19 employees is 87% of the firms in the United States of America. 87%. CNBC, you have a council, a small business council on your website. It's 14 people, if I can still add right. 14 people that have these large small businesses. They don't have a clue what the small business person does. What they do is, all they do is they delegate someone to delegate someone to delegate someone to go fire someone. If they even know that someone's been hired or fired. I, as a mom and pop, let's get it straight. Mom and pops, that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to call us, mom and pops. I, as a mom and pop owner, I changed the oil in my truck today. I swept the floors out after I did some welding on some gates. I went to my house last night and I cut my grass. Do you think these CEOs, do you think these owners of these companies do that? I dare say they don't. They cannot, don't put these council people in front of us and say, this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tell you how to run your mom and pop business because they don't have a clue. I'm telling you, they don't. 87% of the firms are 19 employees or less in the United States of America. I have no problem with people making money. Good for them. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure this council is great. I'm sure the people that that work in their companies, the ones who are in charge of it, are great and everything else. But what I have a problem with is we need someone, a representation. The mom and pop businesses, which are 87% of businesses in the United States of America, according to the Small Business Administration now. You don't like those figures? You go talk to the government. But 87% of these people need something. And we're just a small show on a small network with Biz Television. Just a small network. But we need someone that will help us. And we're not getting that from y'all. All we get is, what's the market doing today? What are the stocks doing today? Oh, Russia did this. Mom and pops don't care about that. They don't care about market trends. They care about, how am I going to make payroll tomorrow? That's what they care about. Fox, here's your articles that I saw on your website the other night. What employees are saying behind your back? Fox, who really gives a rip? I don't care what my employees are saying behind my back. Usually because I know my employees pretty well, and guess what? I'll say the same thing behind my own back that they say behind my back. It's just that simple. We're not the same. It's not the same animal. Here's another article you had. Is it closing time for 9 to 5 hours? Are you kidding me? I haven't worked 9 to 5 in my life. And I probably will never do that. And that's okay if you can do that. But what are these articles contributing to a mom and pop business? We don't care about these things. What we need to know is how we're going to make it through the next week, the next month, the next year. Maybe tomorrow. That's what we need to know. Talking about this so-called council that you have, what really gripes me, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's just like the show Undercover Boss. You're going to take these CEOs and these people who don't know what's going on inside their own companies, and you're going to send them out into the workforce to learn about their companies and what's going on, and then you're going to take these same type of people, owners and CEOs and everything, who don't know what's going on, and you're going to try to teach us what's going on? I think that's a crock. I'll be honest with you. I think we know exactly what's going on, and the worst part about it is what's going on is what we hate. What is odd to me is if a politician could take this 87% of people, and if they could focus on them like you have the opportunity to do with your so-called small business website and shows and TV station. If they could focus on them, if a politician could do that, if he was in a national race or a state race, let's say, 87% of the people, don't you think he would do that? Absolutely he would. 87% of the firms in the United States of America are mom and pops, is what I like to call them. So 87% of the firms you could focus on and help, but you don't do that. All you want to talk about are these different things that we've talked about. You know, the stocks and the bonds and what happened over here to make this business, you know, not do as well. You know, when you're talking about Coca-Cola or someone like that, it's not helping us at all, not one bit. So what I'd like to say is we need to get someone that will represent us on radio, on TV, on cable. It doesn't make any difference. Websites, just like we have at businessbeware.biz. We need to get some more. We need to get some help because the mom and pops are the backbone of America. If you've got 87% of the firms in the United States of America that you could target, if you're a politician and you're trying to get those votes, wouldn't that be a great platform to use? I think so. I don't know why you can't see that, but we need help. If America is going to survive through this economic tsunami, what's going to happen is the mom and pops are the ones that are going to do it. They're hiring more people. They're doing most of the products in the United States of America, and that's where it's coming from. Mom and pops are what's going to bring America back to be as great as what it used to be. And you know, the thing is, if we don't do this, America's doomed. And it's doomed because there's going to be an unforgotten race, and the unforgotten race is going to be the mom and pop businesses of America.